Welcome to another episode of Schuck on the Truck. I'm Muddy River Sports Editor Matt Schuckman, and joining me on the tailgate of my pickup, the coach of the history-making Brown County baseball team, Jared Hoots. Thanks, buddy.
Good. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Appreciate you hanging out on the truck with me.
Oh yeah, anytime.
There's nothing going on this week, is there?
No, nothing at all, man. Just the biggest game in Brown County history.
Well, we're sitting here on a Wednesday night at Brown County High School. You guys just did a fire truck ride down Main Street, right through the middle of town with a lot of people there. How cool was that?
Oh, it was awesome. Going there, having my boys on the truck and seeing the smiling faces of our kids and all the community come out and support, that was great. It's been a kind of hectic couple days for me. I'm more of a show up and play, scouting report type guy. Dealing with media and all the travel arrangements is not my cup of tea, nor do I really enjoy it. But it makes it well worth it to see all those kids' smiling faces and the community support that we just had there.
Well, I can't thank you enough for doing this, because I know it takes I know you got to get going here momentarily to go coach a Little League game, right?
Yeah, go Muck Dogs. Yeah, my boys got a Little League game here around 7, so no rest for the weary.
You guys are on a historic run. First team in Brown County history to ever play in the state Final Four. Has it sunk in yet for you or your guys that you've done this? Yeah,
I think it's starting to. I think that fire truck ride of seeing all the community support, and then once we step on the field at Peoria, like, hey, we're playing for something. Yeah. It's one of those things you can talk it up, and as a coach, you don't want to do too much of, hey, this. If you win, you do this. If you do this, that's a whole lot of pressure. And these kids have played loose all year, and I think that's been a key to our success. But I think, they're starting to see, all the publicity they're getting, and they know they're playing for something special.
What made this group capable of achieving this?
I think just belief in each other. At the end of the day, there's no animosity. They just play for each other, and they truly enjoy playing the game of baseball. Yeah. And we got guys that will compete. We got guys that love baseball. We have all kinds of different guys on this team, and the main thing is they just enjoy being around each other. They enjoy coming to the ballpark. Yeah.
Well, this is a group that's had success in football, in basketball, now in baseball. It's been a special group of kids all the way through.
Yeah, this senior class on the boys and girls side have broken a lot of records, and I think, it's one of those things as a society, that competitive nature breeds success. Everybody's trying to not one-up each other, but they see what success looks like, and if you don't know what success looks like, it's hard to obtain that success. And I think this group does a great job of competing, whether it's, playing bags in PE to on the baseball, softball, or football diamond.
Well, it is a family atmosphere because you've got your boys are in the dugout with you, but then you look at your team. You got a couple of Fullertons, got a couple of Henrys. Yeah. You go up and down the line, and there's guys with family ties to this program and to the school.
Yeah, it is, and it's a big community involvement. That's one thing I know, being here for, I think this is my 18th year of the community side of, they come out and support everything. It's not just baseball, it's not just football, it's not just basketball. They come out to everything, and there's been so many texts that came out like, hey, what do you guys need? We'll take care of it, and all that stuff. And I think that's the biggest thing of, that community support and that community of, hey, these are my brothers. So you can talk about it, but when you naturally believe that, hey, these are my brothers and I will do anything for them, and it's tough, think about Maverick and Tice, 2 freshmen starting up the middle in a super sectional game, and not wanting to let down those big brothers, and they played as loose as can be, and probably the most happy as people on that team were those older brothers for the success.
I don't think there was any doubt about that, especially when you looked at the older brothers and the look on their faces afterward, especially when the younger brothers were nearby.
Yes.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, you had a lot of one-on-one brother time hugs, after all the dust cleared, and a lot of proud dads to go along with that.
I did have to ask Mason, though, if picking on Maverick growing up allowed him to stay in that play, the final play where he got taken out, if the toughness of getting picked on growing up made that possible.
I think it's one of those things that, and the Henry's a deep tradition here in Brown County of having a lot of good athletes come through here. And I know there's a lot of family gatherings where, probably being the youngest, you had to play against some older people, and I know that sure probably helped out.
Is there any pressure going into this weekend?
No, I don't feel any. I think it's kind of, for me, it's more a relief, because I think, for most of our kids, we're not used to being the top dog, and we were kind of the top dog going in, and we didn't put a lot of pressure on them that way. We just, luckily, we're playing WIBC teams where it's that competitive nature,
right.
Where it's, Lewison was really the only one where we didn't have anything, in common with them, and the game we were supposed to win. And,
right.
I think, going in, really no pressure at all, because this is, if you think about it, it's crazy. You don't come home with trophy. No matter what you do, you don't come home with trophy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you made it the farthest, and I think we're just going to go out there and play Broward County baseball and leave it out there and see what happens.
And your team has played at Dozer Park before.
Yeah, they have. This group has played. We went up there and played a game earlier this year.
Yep.
Just for the fact that, it's a great environment, a great place to play, and I just want to give the kids this, something that, hey, when I drive by that stadium, I played on a Major League Park. It's just the love of baseball.
Yep.
It's well worth just playing in those stadiums.
And I think that's probably the thing that I get from your guys and having talked with them a little bit. The love of the game is truly there.
Yeah, it is. We have a lot of, some people say they love the game. They can say it, but these guys are, they're talking baseball. They're talking multiple sports, not just baseball, but they're really sports-minded kids, and they love the game, and they play hard. Just kind of like the game of baseball says, you do things right, you play hard, good things happen to you.
Dude, have some fun this weekend.
Oh, I will. I plan on it, buddy. It's going to be a blast.
So happy for you and for your guys, because I can just see how much they're enjoying this.
Yeah, it's fun. When you go to work and you know that you're going to have a good time, you don't have to worry about discipline. You don't have to worry about who's doing what. They're just generally enjoying each other. Like we were on the way to the sectional game against Triopia, that arch rival. We're going down the hill for sales, and nobody had said the word. And finally, Colby Ward goes, "Are we all mad, or what's going on here?" And it just broke the ice. It just honestly broke the ice, and everybody was laughing and giggling. But it's just one of those things that they just truly enjoy being around each other, and it's a fun group to be around.
It's awesome, man. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Jared Hoots, Brown County baseball coach, joining me on the tailgate of the pickup. I'm Muddy River Sports editor Matt Schuckman. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Schuck on a Truck.